You know, this party is not about power. This party is about the welfare of Nigerians. And I can tell you categorically, I told you that before I get into an association or a political party, I take my time. When I left my last political party, it was more than 1 year ago. And I made it clear I wasn't going into APC or PDP. If there is no new arrangement that I'm sure will take care of the welfare of Nigerians, I'll stay in my house and pray. Because that's the only reason I came into politics. And as God will have it, meaning that God has really heard the prayers of Nigerians. You can see the amalgamation of all political bigwigs from every political party. This is the dawn of a new era in the political history of Nigeria. Let me tell you, ADC, not only that they are mounting it, it is in their constitution. Article 3 that talked about the motto of ADC tells you that their motto is in pursuit of the welfare of our people and the nation. And when you hear arise and shine Nigeria, you and I know that this is the time for Nigeria to arise. We have been in darkness of this incompetent and corrupt APC. And this party that is going to be our light will shine the light in this darkness, and darkness will not comprehend it. APC will not understand what hits them. Because when you shine light in darkness, darkness disappears. So this is the party of the light for Nigerians. And we are going to shine that light, and Nigerians will find their way. In the ADC constitution, one of the objectives to create the favorable environment for every Nigerian to contribute to the welfare, peace and prosperity of this country. We are in a good place. And I've always said it. In 2027, it is the people of Nigeria versus APC. ADC is simply the platform for the people of Nigeria to choose alternative good leaders, so that this 419 party called APC should be consigned to history.
Okay, you know that a lot of members from the All Progressive Congress, they are also in this very coalition, and that of the PDP. For 16 years of the PDP and that of the APC, which is ongoing, we've not actually seen that development. What makes you think that this coalition will bring the change that Nigeria needs?
You know, leadership evolves. And I've always said that your best teacher is your last mistake. People in PDP, people in APC that have been in government, they have seen that whenever they are doing anything wrong, it will come back to them. All the people that have been in power in Nigeria and did not do what they ought to do as at that time, they are reaping it. Because we have seen a government that does not respect the fundamental human rights of Nigerians, that when you vote, you're not even sure that your votes will count. So this is a lesson for every one of them now in this new coalition, where we are going to make discipline as our first order in this party. To follow the rules of the party, follow the example of rule of law and democratic tenets, and give Nigerians security and welfare. So they've learned their lessons. And I know, as one of the leaders here, he said, the only reason I'm in this coalition is to remove the evil that I put on this nation. So I'm glad that they are understanding that if evil is upon the nation, it consumes everybody. And let all of us hold hands in Nigeria and remove this evil that has come.
Will you be willing to work with Peter Obi, the principal in Labour Party at that time, which you said that he didn't do the needful in Labour Party that made you lead his camp? So if he comes to become the presidential candidate in this coalition, in this new party, in this new era, will you be willing to work for him?
I told you very clearly, this is now the time of the coalition, not individual parties. And I can guarantee you that anybody that emerges from this coalition, I will work with the person. I said it before, and I'm saying it again. And I'm glad that everybody is in this coalition, because I made it clear that without the coalition of the opposition parties, we are wasting our time. You don't go to compete with an incumbent, each person running alone. It doesn't make sense. So whoever emerges from this coalition in a free and fair presidential primary election, I will work for. It's as simple as that.
What makes you think that the ADC is safe than any other party in Nigeria? Because we also have some litigations trying to crop up. Don't you think that the ruling or progressive cannot break into ADC?
You know, I've always said, any party that allows itself to be broken into, it is their fault. But I can tell you there's no litigation that is pending against ADC, because we did our due diligence. But that does not mean that APC will not try to infiltrate. Of course, when you are in a battle with somebody, you send your own spies. And that is why we must make sure that we do not allow them to infiltrate us. We will search out any infiltrator and give him the treatment that is given to spies. You know the consequence. When you catch a spy, you know what they do to spies. So APC will try, but they will fail, because consistently APC has been making mistakes. Every decision they have taken has always been a harbinger of disaster for them. You know Shetima, you know what happened in Northeast. I told people that the APC will implode. Ganduje was sacked, and then maybe he's in hiding now because I've not heard about him. So before long, APC people will be in hiding, because the shame that will come upon them, they will not even be able to talk and speak to Nigerians again.
Yes, my elder brother is coming to join your stage. So I'm going to do it well.